a campaign to do when they can't send out its candidate to rally up support with voters. For the Biden team operating under a bubble wrap strategy, it's stuck with this.
Welcome to my district.
Thank
Bienvenida.
You. Gracias.
Bienvenida. And I always say, sí se puede.
Sí se puede.
Sí se puede.
No doubt.
VP Harris, who apparently giggles whenever she attempts to speak Spanish, has become the secret weapon to increase support among Hispanic voters.
As it stands, only 38% give Biden their approval. Contrast that with the Hispanic and Latino vote in 2020, when Biden won 63% of that vote.
Joining us now with reaction is Congressman Juan Ciscomani, who made history as the first naturalized American from Mexico to represent the great state of Arizona. Juan, good to see you. Or there you are, Juan. Good to see you now.
Hi.
So, Juan, thanks for being on the show with us. You're a Republican. You're from Arizona. You're a Hispanic. Are you shaking in your boots that Kamala Harris has been tasked in bringing Hispanic voters over to the Democrat Party?
Not at all. If the success rate that she's had anywhere else carries on this new task, is very optimistic for the Republican Party in that sense. The Republican Party has been working hard to attract Hispanic voters, and we've been doing a great job at that, and Kamala Harris has been doing a terrible job on that, along with the Democratic Party. So the future is bright here for the GOP and the Hispanic community working together.
The divide between Biden and just President Trump with Latino voters, or even Biden's margin of support among non-white voters under 45 in swing states, is just astonishing at how those voters have turned against Biden. Is it the economy? Is it the wide open border, Congressman? And what can Kamala Harris, the border czar, say about the wide open border that they refuse to do anything about?
Well, I think that's what it's exactly about. It's about results, common sense solutions. If you ask my parents, you mentioned that I was born in Mexico, came when I was 11 years old to the U.S., became a citizen in 2006, and then a U.S. congressman in 2022. That's an American dream story that many millions of people share across the country. And when you look at that and you talk to my parents, or really anyone that immigrated here, and you say, well, why are the top reasons that you came here? It's a better education for the kids, a better job, and safe streets. But that's what all Americans want as well. So when you look at who's delivering that and who's not delivering that, then it's an easy sell on where the Hispanic community is going to go, because we're looking for results. It's not about party or the personality, is who's producing the best results for the life that I want to give my family. And in this case, it's not the Democrat Party and not definitely the Biden policies and Kamala trying to sell those as much as she can. The vice president cannot do a good job at that.
And I agree the results matter, but also one, again, I was a Republican congressman. It seems to me like Democrats do a better job at outreach. They're in communities, they talk to voters, and Republicans could do a better job of upping their game, going into communities they're not used to going into. And if they did that, they could win even more Hispanic voters. Can they do a better job? What advice do you have for Republicans to maximize the opportunity they have with Hispanic voters?
Go everywhere. That's what I do. I am in a district that is a third Republican, a third Democrat, and a third independent. So I go everywhere. There's no room that I'm not going to go and visit, no person that I'm not going to go talk to. I go to the rooms where Republicans are not expected to go. And we talk values, we talk issues. And you don't always ask people to switch their party registration right then and there, but you ask them to give you a shot and vote for us and give us an opportunity to represent them. That's what I've done. That's what I did. And that's what we were able to flip a seat in southern Arizona from Democrat or Republican, and we plan to keep it that way just by meeting the needs of people, addressing them, and being a true representative of the community. But my advice is go everywhere, talk about it, because the issues and the values are on our side, and we are perfectly aligned to be able to attract the Hispanic community over to the GOP.
And hopefully
our faith and our food actually bring us together, and not referring to human beings as breakfast items. We don't do that.
That is true. Or the puede. That's one of my favorite ones. My gosh, that's not a hard word. It's puede, and that, you know, it's an easy one. Come on.
Hopefully at the conference you tell all the Republicans to do the same thing you're doing, and they'll have maximum success. Juan Ciscomani, always a pleasure. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Good talking to you both.
You sit down at the breakfast table, and you eat breakfast, and you talk about what's important. You talk about faith and God and family.